Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a great start. I also hope that you're excited to take a little dive through my beauty trash because I have my pink bucket sitting over here. This is the bucket that I keep in this closet in this room. And anytime that I finished a hair care product, a skincare product, a makeup product, a body care product, a perfume, things like that, all those empties went into this pink bucket, and like I have for many, many years on my channel, at the end of each month, I would share just some final thoughts with you guys. I don't think that there is any better review of a product than a review of a finished product. You definitely know by the time that you use the entirety of any given thing, whether you liked that thing or not, whether it worked for you, whether it was just not a good fit, whether it might be better for somebody else. So that's why I still really enjoy watching these empty videos. I think there's no better indication of how you truly feel about a product than when you've used the whole thing. So as always, I will list and link everything in the description box down below. So if you want to know where to purchase these things, look at ingredient decks, other people's reviews, things like that, I always make sure to put all that information in the description box down below. So feel free to reference that. But yeah, I'm really excited to share this last empties here. There's some good stuff in this bucket for sure. I will have my favorite series that are going to be going up towards the beginning of January 2024. So we're going to be talking about favorite skincare from this past year, favorite makeup, favorite hair care, all the different categories. I also decided to keep all of my skincare empties again this year. I think the way that I share those empties will be a little bit different though in January when we get to that video. I kind of thought it might be cool just to pull out things that I finished multiples of. So for example, my Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide, there's gonna be several of those in there. My beloved Paula's Choice SPF. I mean, I definitely used other SPFs this year, but there were just certain products that, you know, are obviously holy grails of mine. And I thought it'd be kind of interesting just to approach the video from that perspective instead of just piling everything onto the floor and then going, I finished 9 cleansers, I finished 10 toners, you know, like I think doing it that way is fine, but I think it might be a little bit more interesting just to see like what the favorites really truly were. So, but then I will also do top fives for the different categories as well. So anyway, you guys, let's get into it. There is much to discuss. There's quite a bit in here. Again, not all of these things were necessarily started at the beginning of December. They could have been open for months prior, but I just happened to finish these products in the month of December. All right, I'm just gonna start grabbing. We've got quite a bit of hair care stuff in here, so prepare yourselves. Okay, this is my Paul Mitchell Extra Body Sculpting Foam. I do really like this particular mousse. However, I do think that the Kenra Platinum Thickening Mousse is my holy grail. This one is a close second, but this doesn't give me quite the oomph that the Kenra does. So in general, I really think that Kenra styling products are going to be my go-to in 2024. I just have had the best luck with them, and there's still a few things that I haven't tried from Kenra in their styling line, and I will be doing that this year. But this is a great product, and if you're a Paul Mitchell fan and you have fine, thin, flat hair like me, this is a good mousse. It will give you some nice, decent volume, but not like crazy volume, right? Speaking of Kenra, I fell in love with this. This is their Kenra Volume Mist Volume Builder. I actually have two or three backups of this because I fell in love with this as soon as I bought it. This is it. This is fabulous. This I will spray in after the Kenra Platinum Thickening Mousse, and it gives me the very best results. And this has the nicest mist on it. Like the product just like evenly distributes so perfectly onto the hair with this little nozzle here. In fact, I'm actually going to be keeping this bottle, and I want to put my liquid minoxidil in here and see if that helps me distribute the liquid minoxidil a little bit more evenly into my hair. I just don't like the dropper format. So anyway, This is great, and hopefully I get some more use out of this bottle here. So actually, I'm not gonna toss that one. I need to set it off to the side. Okay, I finally finished the Derma Thickening Shampoo for thinning hair. I really like this product. I really like the conditioner as well. If you are looking for an affordable shampoo and conditioner that will give you, that will make your hair ready for like volumizing styling products and really helping to like amp up the volume or like the thickness of your hair, that is a great shampoo line to try. I will say the only thing that might be a little bit of a turnoff is it does have quite a, it's quite minty. I don't love minty things. I mean, toothpaste, great. Gum, great. But like usually with other things, mint isn't really my vibe. But that being said, this is worth a try. For the price point, the Derma hair care line is absolutely worth a try. And that thickening shampoo and conditioner is where I would send you if you have this. By the way, I did not really do my hair at all today, which is why she is limp and sad. But look how long the old bangs have gotten. Like they're like already down to like my cheeks. So thankfully my hair is growing, so I do have that going for me. But yeah, bangs, probably not going to do bangs again. That was an interesting choice this year, wasn't it? Again, don't regret it, but I just think they're not me in terms of like the amount of work that I want to put into them. I'm lazy. I'm lazy when it comes to hair. I will sit all day and do my makeup and like have that look absolutely flawless. But when it comes to my hair, I don't know. I feel like my arms get really tired, you know? Anyway, this is the Bumble Bumble Thickening Spray. Another fabulous thickening product for the hair. Would recommend. I have repurchased this multiple times. It's a great product. But this is another one where I would say be a little mindful of the fragrance here. It kind of has a medicinal, like herbal medicinal type fragrance to it. It's not awful. I don't mind it. And over the years, it's kind of grown on me. But I feel like there are some people that might smell this and go, oh. Anyway, just if you're sensitive about fragrances, that might be something that bothers you. But in terms of the volumizing that it gives and like the thickening effect to the hair, it's there. It's great in terms of that. Let's keep going with hair because this is where we're at, people. I love this stuff and I feel like no one ever talks about it. This is the Blow Pro Blowout Spray. It says Serious Non-Stick Light Hold. Basically what this does is it again acts like a volumizer for my hair. I feel like it also kind of acts like as a little bit of like a dry shampoo type of situation. This gives me really big hair when I use it. I think I maybe have one more can of it, but if I don't, I will be repurchasing this because it's fabulous. So I get that off of Amazon, I think. It's so worth it, you guys. If you ever come across it, you must try it. Let's grab the rest of the hair stuff here because I think we are almost through hair. Man, there's skincare in here this month. Okay. Bosley. Okay, this is the Bosley MD Follicle Energizer. I really like this product a lot. I think that these scalp health products are great to use in conjunction with things like Minoxidil, because they just, anything that you can do to help hair loss, I think you should do if it's within your budget, obviously. I think the most significant thing you can do is definitely start Minoxidil. It is certainly proven to regrow hair, so start there. But I also have this kitchen sink approach to hair loss this year because I experienced quite a bit of it. I am going through perimenopause, which is leading to some hormonal changes, and that naturally can mess with your hair and cause it to fall out. So I had that, and then it turns out that I also was decently anemic. Quite decently anemic, and if your iron levels are super low, that can also cause your hair to fall out. So if you are dealing with hair loss, first of all, you need to see your physician and you need to figure out what's going on. For me, my physician said it was a combination of the perimenopause and the low iron that was causing my issues. So I am now taking an iron supplement every single day. I use the Thorn. That one is really gentle on my stomach, so I love that. And then, you know, I'm using Minoxidil. I'm using a bunch of stuff like these Bosley products. I actually purchased several of these. But this Follicle Energizer was great for helping to hydrate my scalp. It just kind of made everything feel healthier. And I think if your scalp is healthy, then your hair can grow in much healthier as well. So, and that's what I'm going for here. I do really think that I am experiencing a lot of new growth, and you can definitely see it. The problem with my hair is that it's obviously gray. And if you're new here, it's naturally gray. Like I went gray at 25 and I just gave up. I just was like, I'm not coloring this anymore. So here I am with my gray hair. But you can see a ton of new growth, but it's really light gray, like, you know, like this. So look at that, like there's a ton of it. It's just hard to see because it's such a light color, but it's working, you guys. My kitchen sink approach is working. And now that I have addressed the anemia, I'm much better in that department. And I still am not on HRT, by the way. That will hopefully be coming in early 2024 at some point. I still need to schedule my mammogram. Haven't gotten around to that. Also, I'm gonna be having surgery like around middle of February, so I'm gonna try to like get that mammogram done before that. So we'll see how far I get. Anyway, here's the Minoxidil. My preference is the Minoxidil foam, and I buy the Kirkland brand at Costco because it's super inexpensive. You get 6 cans for I think like $46 or $49. It's a screaming deal. If you price out Minoxidil from other brands, like Costco really does have the very best deal. The foam doesn't have a few of the ingredients that can be quite irritating to certain people's scalps, like the liquid contains. So if you struggle with liquid Minoxidil, try the foam. I'm telling you, it is much less harsh on your scalp, and it works. By the way, I use the 5%, even though it says not for use by women. My own physician said, you get the 5%. Don't bother with the 2%. Just get the 5%. It's because it was studied in men, just like everything is. Everything's studied in men. Can we get less of that? Can we get more studies done on women as well? We have problems too, right? We're not the only ones experiencing hair loss. So anyway, as long as my doctor said it was okay, I'm using it. So 5% for me. Anyway, yeah, this and stuff like this has been fantastic for me. Also, my supplements, I'll share what I'm using there in a second, but let's keep going with the different hair products. Okay, this is the Verb Ghost Prep Heat Protectant. I love this. This actually came in a FabFitFun box and it was fabulous. I love this. I will repurchase it. That is fantastic. Really nice lightweight leave-in, protected my hair from the blow dryer, but didn't weigh it down at all. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Speaking of hair supplements, so obviously my beloved, my Complete Skin Restore. I love these. Nothing has made my hair grow like these bad boys. Also, nothing has made my nails grow like these bad boys. I just will never stop using these. This is my favorite like hair, skin, and nail supplement that I've ever used. And it's easy on my stomach. Like I have a really sensitive tummy when it comes to supplements. This I can take, I never get nauseous, ever. And I know that you're supposed to take your supplements with meals, and I do. I'm not dumb, but I still get nauseous. So I just have to be really careful with what I take. So anyway, those do not give me an upset tummy, and neither do these. So I bought these when they were on sale at Ulta this year. I bought like a 3-month supply or something. I thought I would just add them in and see what it does, and so far so good. This is the Bosley MD DHT blockers. This is for both men and women. So this has things like vitamin B6, iodine, zinc, saw palmetto, nettle leaf, Pygeum bark extract. There's also green tea in here, reishi mushrooms, kelp powder. Pretty decent little supplement. Certainly no adverse effects. Now, this is my first bottle that I finished. You get 60 capsules in here, and so this is basically a 30-day supply. So this is only my first bottle. Typically, I think you have to kind of wait about at least 3 months to see, you know, results, if you will. So my hope is that this is just going to contribute to less hair falling out in the future. That's the idea behind this. So this to encourage the growth, and this to encourage that new growth to stick around. So we'll see how it goes. So far so good. Again, a supplement that is not hard on my tummy at all. So that is, I think that's all the hair stuff. Now let's do some makeup, because there is makeup in here this month, and we have a few items here. Okay, so we have the City Lips Night Oil. This is now my second empties of this. I love this stuff. Whenever City Beauty has a substantial sale, I will be stocking up on this. I bought another one when they had their 40% off sale. I just think this is the only like lip oil that has ever really truly deeply hydrated my lips and just makes them look amazing. Like, this is fabulous stuff. So I currently have one next to my bedside stand, or in my bedside stand, and then I have one downstairs by the kitchen sink. So I'm putting this stuff on basically all day. It's not just a night oil for me, but it's fabulous. Cannot say enough good things about that. Here's my beloved. This is the sculpting powder that I've been using for years now, thanks to my friend Susan Reedy, who got me hooked on it. This is the Kevin Aucoin, the sculpting powder in the shade medium. Well, it was. Here, let me show you what it looks like when you get out a new one, because guess what I repurchased. Also, when I do buy it, I just go ahead and get like a couple. How many do I have? Oh, I have two. I have two backups. I love this stuff. It's expensive, and it looks like it's small, right? But like, one of these lasts me like a year. So this is the best sculpting powder that I've ever found. It's very cool toned, and you would think that I would be in the shade light. I have the shade light, but I actually prefer the medium. It looks like just like a dirty color, right? But it's the perfect sculpting powders. I love this. I think it's genius. So every time I finish one, I immediately open another and into the drawer it goes. Here we have, this is a new favorite of mine from Laura Geller. I just discovered this, and oh man, it is right next to my beloved Balance and Brighten. This is, it's empty. Now, this isn't empty quite yet, I guess I should say. This arrived broken, but I didn't want to send it back, and so I just took, you know, the part that had broken, and I just kind of ground it up into a, like a translucent powder, if you will. What is this? I guess I should tell you what it is. It's the Laura Geller Baked Blurring and Setting Powder in the shade Porcelain Fair. Oh, I love it. I love this stuff. This gives me a glow to my skin. Also, it helps to color correct the Balance and Brighten, which I get this a lot. People always share with me that there is not a really great color match for them with Balance and Brighten. This is not a good color match for me either with Balance and Brighten, but I color correct it because this is the most gorgeous powder foundation on my skin. I will never be without it. My biggest fear is always that Laura Geller is going to stop making her makeup. I would be devastated. This is, I would literally buy like 100. I would buy 100 of these to have them as long as humanly possible. It is the very best powder foundation I've ever used, despite not being the best color for me. I would really encourage Laura Geller to expand the shade range here. I need something that is more warm tone. This is quite neutral. I have quite a bit of yellow in my skin, so yeah. But do I think she's gonna do that? I don't know. She should, but I don't know that she will. But anyway, I can use this to color correct because this is the perfect like color correcting for that. So anyway, love it. And I do have two that I also ordered that did not arrive broken, so that'll be great. I finished a Marc Jacobs, what were these called? Enamored Hydrating Lip Gloss Sticks. This is Mocha Chocolata. By the way, it's gone. I mean, I can dig this out in here, but I'm not going to. I have tons of other lipsticks. I finished it, and now when I apply it, like the plastic scrapes on my lips, so it's done in my book. But Marc Jacobs is coming back, you guys. It's supposed to return in, I think, early 2025. So we still have another year to wait, but it's gonna be worth it because I love Marc Jacobs, you guys. His Blushes, some of my favorites. Currently have some of those pulled out. Also, his eyeshadow palettes. Man, I love me some Marc Jacobs eyeshadow palettes. I'm just so excited that that particular makeup brand is returning. It's fabulous. I cannot say enough good things about it. All right, body care. I finished this Derma, what is this called? This is a good one, by the way. The Derma Crepey Skin Repair Treatment. This has an anti-crepe complex, copper peptides, and resveratrol. Basically, this is just super, super hydrating after shaving my legs. This is a great product. I really like this a lot. So the only thing that I don't like about it is that it does have like a lavender type fragrance to it. I'm not big on lavender. I'm not big on lavender, mint, and eucalyptus. Oh, no to all of those. But yeah, fragrance otherwise I don't have an issue with, but if you, like me, don't like lavender, I would say stay away from that, but it's fabulous. Definitely try that one on your chest. It just really helps like smooth the skin out, and it's deeply, deeply hydrating. Also, a little bit goes a long way, so that's good. Okay, I love this. Man, this was an amazing discovery this year, and this helps my melasma to not look quite as like present as it normally likes to. This is the Pharmacy Brighten Up 3% Tranexamic Acid Dark Spot Toner. This has azelaic acid in it as well as PHA. It's fabulous. I have a new bottle of it in my bathroom. As soon as I finished it, actually right before I finished it, I placed an order online through Pharmacy with my discount code, because I have a 20% discount code with Pharmacy. I got a backup of it because I just will not be without this. It is fantastic. If you're struggling with your melasma and you don't want to use hydroquinone, look into tranexamic acid, look into azelaic acid. Those are really good at keeping mine at bay. So actually, let's move this one over here. This is the Peach and Lily Power Calm Hydrating Cleanser. I use this in the shower in the mornings. I really like this cleanser. It's non-foaming. So if you have very sensitive, dry skin, you should check this out. I have very oily skin, so I wouldn't use this except for in the morning, but it is quite a nice cleanser. So I am a big fan of that. But I love this. Oh, I love this. I don't believe in spending a ton necessarily on cleansers, because obviously, you know, they just go right down the drain. But you do want to pick your cleansers somewhat carefully, because you don't want to strip your skin. You don't want to like over dry it. But this Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleansing Gel, oh, she's perfect. I probably will get this again in the future, but it's quite spendy. And again, it's going right down the drain. But it never dries my skin out, and it just gets everything off. It's fabulous. I just really like this a lot. So if you've never tried it and you've always kind of had your eye on it, I can tell you from my perspective, it is a fantastic cleanser. I love it for my oily skin. Okay, speaking of oily skin, this is the U Beauty Resurfacing Compound. This stuff is hella expensive, and I bought like the bigger size of it, which is not even their biggest size. This is only the 1 ounce size. But I fell in love with a sample that I received, and I was like, I love this stuff. It's basically just a great way to exfoliate your skin. I don't think you have to spend quite this much. You can certainly find exfoliators that are less expensive, but it just worked really great with my oily skin. I really like this on my neck as well, because it was gentle, but it was just really effective at like helping with surface cell turnover. I feel like this helped with clogged pores, so sebaceous filaments, things like that. This is great. Will I repurchase it though? Probably not anytime soon, but I would repurchase it again in the future. I don't know, if you like to splurge, I think it's worth splurging on. Okay, this, I love this. Speaking of azelaic acid, this is the Paula's Choice Boost 10% Azelaic Acid Booster. This has licorice as well as salicylic acid. So not only great, like I said, for the melasmas, but also this is great for helping to keep sebaceous filaments at bay, blackheads, breakouts, things like that. I fell in love with this summer, and yeah, right now I'm trying the Peach Slices one. I like the Peach Slices one a lot. It's also 10% azelaic acid. But I like the texture of this one a little better, so I don't know. Is the price difference worth the difference in texture? We'll see when I finish it. When I have to repurchase it, we shall see. Stay tuned. Okay, I read nothing but depressing, like, sad reviews about both of these products here. These are from Beauty of Joseon, I believe it's called. This is a Korean skincare brand, and the name of the brand is in Korean. But I believe it's called Beauty of Joseon. Anyway, these are just some of their like different serums. I picked up like 3 of them. I loved all 3. This is the calming serum with green tea and panthenol. Fabulous, very soothing to the skin. This is the glow serum with propolis and niacinamide. I love niacinamide. Both of these were great on my skin. They gave me a glow. They gave me a little extra boost in hydration. They seemed to brighten my skin. I mean, I guess I didn't notice any drastic changes, but also at this point, I'm not gonna notice drastic changes. My skin is in really good shape for the age that I am. Honestly, this is the best that my skin has ever looked in my entire life. And I'm not saying that to like toot my own horn. Quite frankly, I am shocked because I had garbage skin for most of my life. I have very oily skin. I started dealing with enlarged pores very early on in life. My face used to just get a ton of blackheads. I would definitely break out on top of that. Like, it was just not a great skin situation. I just didn't know how to properly care for my skin. I was a teenager in the 90s when we used the apricot scrub, when we used Noxema, when we used Sea Breeze. Basically, when we just tortured the hell out of our skin. And that was my skincare routine for many, many years. And it was harsh and it damaged my skin. And now I have a healthy barrier. My skin has a glow. My pores are smaller than they've ever been, as long as I can remember. And I love my skin. Like, I look in the mirror and I'm just like, this is great. This is great. I am 45 and I'm happy with this. Feels good to get to that point, guys, I'm telling you. And it's just consistency, that's all it is. You don't have to use all this stuff that I use. You can probably achieve a very similar result with using less, but I like to overdo it. It's my thing. I like skincare. It's a form of self-care for me. It makes me feel good. I love the results of it. And it makes me happy. And I don't blow money on expensive shoes. I don't buy expensive clothes. Like, most of my clothes are either from American Eagle, Costco, or The Gap. And they're always on sale. You know, like, everyone kind of has their own thing that they're into. For me, it's not stamps, it's skincare. So you will not make me feel bad about my skincare. People try to do that all the time here, where they're just like, you don't need to spend that much, or you don't need to use that. You can just use this instead. It's cheaper. Use the ordinary, use it. No, I use what I want. You should use what you want. I'm just here telling you, like, you know, what my results were with the things that I use. So everyone has different skin preferences, or skincare preferences, I guess you could say. And mine is just using a lot, using a variety. It seems to work for my skin, and I'm happy with where it's at. So anyway, this is the Regelica Renewal Serum. This was actually something that I got in PR. I really like this product. Now, it's quite spendy. I think this is around $70 or $75. If you are interested in it, it has great ingredients. This has mandelic acid, so 8% mandelic acid. It has edelweiss as well as resveratrol. It has squalane as well as centella. So it's very effective in terms of providing some really great gentle exfoliation, but it's gentle. It is so gentle, you guys. This is great for addressing wrinkled pores and pigmentation. I really like this a lot. So anyway, big fan. Actually would repurchase this. Absolutely. I'm still using their Bakuchiol that they also sent. I think I have a preference for this over the Bakuchiol, but both really great products. This is, I'm gonna get cut off. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. I just know my camera cuts me off at a certain point in time, so I'm preempting it. Anyway, this is the Beauty Stat Universal C Refiner. This was a small sample size. I don't remember where I got it, but I liked it. I think it was some skin store package or freebie that I got with an order or something. I don't know, but I really like this. This has 20% vitamin C, so L-ascorbic acid specifically. This did a really good job of brightening my skin, and I really like the texture of it. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna look into the full size of that for sure. I love this product. It took me forever to get through it, but I need to repurchase it. This is the Skin Lifting Booster from City Beauty. This really does do a good job of providing just, it's the slightest lift to my skin, right? Like when I apply this, like, and I usually do like an upward massage when I apply this specific product. Sometimes I will put it in with like another serum or something, because it's quite liquidy. I mean, I'd show you, but yeah, it's, oh man, I missed those drops. Get me like the last couple drops here. There we go. This is just a wonderful product that really did, I feel like, kind of hold things in place when I was using it. Was it drastic? No. If you have severe sagging, something like this isn't going to work for you. You probably want to look into maybe like a microcurrent device or devices like that. But in terms of skincare, I think this was just a great thing for me to use basically every single morning. Like I said, I just put it in with another type of serum and then, you know, do my upward massage. And I really think it helped kind of improve the look of my jowls. They started forming once I started getting the masseter muscle tox to stop grinding my teeth into an oblivion. It took away a lot of bulk from back here, which some of you noticed this year and you thought I like had like some kind of surgery or something to like alter my face. I didn't. I was just grinding my teeth and it built up so much bulk in these muscles here that it completely changed the look of my face. Like, this is how my face naturally looks actually. The way that it was for the last, like, I would say like 8, probably close to 10 years. Like that wasn't my normal face shape. Like, this is my normal face shape. So anyway, moral of the story is when I started getting the tox back here, it took away some of that bulk, which means that the skin that was, you know, once kind of stretched back here now is like womp. So yeah, anyway, I'm starting to get a little bit of jowling. I'll take the jowling any day over, you know, losing my teeth, because that's the point where I was at. I have quite a bit of gum recession that I might have to have addressed at some point in the near future. And it was all from just grinding my teeth. Just from stress, but that was how I dealt with stress. I would just grind my teeth. But the tox keeps me from doing that because I just don't have the urge to use those muscles at all. They're asleep. And they're gonna stay that way. I would rather stop doing tox on my forehead, which is the only other place on my face where I get it, just to be able to continue to do it here. Like if it was like a budgeting issue, I would figure that shit out, because I will never not address my masseter muscles now. I don't deal with tension headaches. Like, there is so much about my life that just has improved immensely just from not grinding my teeth. And yeah, getting to keep my own natural teeth further into adulthood is a goal of mine. And if you are not a teeth grinder, you're so lucky. You enjoy that. Good for you. You don't have to spend money on it. Me, however, I didn't get so lucky. Okay, we have just a few more things here, so let's go through them. Oh, that's not skincare. All right, so this is the Derma E Sulfur Spot Treatment. I finally finished this one. There's still some of the calamine lotion in the bottom, but the liquid is all gone. I already have a backup of this that's in my bathroom. I love this stuff. If you happen to deal with a pimple every now and then, this is a great spot treatment. I also use this on Stella because she's starting to break out now. She does not like the smell of it. I will tell you right now, it does have kind of like a sulfur odor to it. Craig doesn't like the smell of this either, but nothing takes away a pimple faster for me than this. So you basically take a clean Q-tip, dip it down into the bottom, into the pink stuff that's at the bottom. You lift back up and then you just spot treat your different pimples. And yeah, when you wake up the next morning, basically your pimples, they're so much smaller. That stuff is fabulous, even though it smells. I love this. I don't think that I will ever be without this. I still need to do a top 5 for Glow recipe. I still need to do one for Paula's Choice. Man. There's still a lot of things, a lot of video ideas that I need to get finished. But anyway, these are the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. I will never be without these. This is a part of my morning skincare routine. And I do use this in conjunction with the Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide. In fact, sometimes I will just put a couple of drops into this before I apply it on my face. But what this does for me, these dewdrops, is they really do hydrate my skin and they seem to plump it up. Sometimes I will also add this into these as well. And again, it's all just in the name of hydrating my skin, keeping it looking plumped, hydrated. It just looks a lot healthier. This is a product that I actually really like from Glow Recipe, but I've only ever received it as a PR item. I don't think that I would buy this, but it's nice. It is their Plump Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Definitely provides a good shot of hydration, but I don't know. I mean, hyaluronic acid serum, I feel like you could spend a little bit less money on that, but also hyaluronic acid is in so many of these other things that I don't think that I necessarily need a separate hyaluronic acid serum. Again, this one I used because they sent it in PR, which was super generous of them. By the way, I need to go buy their Cloudberry Essence. Have any of you tried that yet? I'm super anxious to try that out. All right, this is the BAO or Bow Laboratory Endominos Luminous C. Am I saying that right? Endymions. I do know how to read, but for some reason I cannot get this word out. I'm gonna put this in the description box down below. Anyway, this was a vitamin C serum that had vitamin C, vitamin E, hyaluronic acid, there it is, ceramide, squalane, natto gum, as well as provitamin B5. This was a 15% vitamin C serum with 11 different types of vitamin C. I like this product a lot. I still have, I think, one more bottle of this. I'm not sure that this would be the vitamin C that I would repurchase in the future, but I did like it. I think I actually liked this one a little bit better. This is more of like a cream, and this one did have like a slight, ever so slight kind of oily finish to it. So a little less than ideal for someone with an oily skin type, but I made it work and it definitely did brighten my skin. I did enjoy that product. And the very last thing we have here is my Lumify drops. I love my Lumify drops. It basically brightens the whites of your eyes, makes you look more awake, less sleepy, angry, tired. I love this stuff. I do not get rebound redness from it, and it just makes my eyes look very bright and vibrant. So, and again, there are no like lasting effects from using this. It just brightens the whites of my eyes. The end, nothing else. All right, you guys, that's it. That is the last Beauty Empties of 2023. I look forward to seeing what I get through next year. Certainly still have some more skincare that I could use up. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you finished this past month, and let me know what skincare product you are really excited to try in the new year. So, all right, you guys, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Please subscribe if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up, and I appreciate you so much. So, all right, toodaloo.